When did convenience become such a bad thing? By Wren. Convenience, defined in the dictionary as anything that saves or simplifies work, or adds to one's ease or comfort. So you ask, how can anything convenient be so bad? The world today is based on making anything and everything convenient, from traveling to downloading music and movies from your computer at home. The most convenient thing these days, however, is food. Throughout the 21st century, the fast food industry has rapidly become one of the most profitable industries in the world. These days, anyone can just get into their car and drive to the nearest fast food restaurant and buy a meal for themselves or their family. Not many people actually stand back and think about what they are consuming, and they just move on with their daily life simply because of the convenience of their situation. No one has to go home from work tired and cook dinner for their family anymore. A person can simply stop at a McDonald's or KFC and pick up a quick, greasy, unhealthy meal and bring it home and feed the whole family. Now let's get to the point. I'm just like your typical college student. I study, party, go to class 5 days a week, and my life is built around what is most convenient. However, the day I stepped onto campus, convenience became a problem. Not just any type of convenience, though. The problem was the convenience of fast food and junk foods. Most wouldn't find this to be a problem. I didn't either until I finished my first assignment for writing class. The assignment consisted of recording what everyone from our class ate and drank for a week and a half. From this log, I began to notice a few problems, the biggest problem being the amount of food I was eating and how much I was eating out. If you take a step back and look at the life of a college kid, the huge contributing factor to this problem is your surroundings. The environment we are placed in is not exactly set up for us to be healthy. Of course, we have our little dorm kitchens, but really, who wants to make food when they have a cafeteria across the street and a student center loaded with Pizza Hut, Chick-fil-A, and other delicious fast food restaurants? You're right, no one. I feel that my location has definitely affected my eating habits, because as you see, being out of the house and away from the guidance of my parents, I've found myself blowing money on health-killing food. This is also attributed to my late-night eating habits as well, because in college you find yourself staying up late to finish homework, papers, studying, etc. You begin to grow restless and hungry, and you have your snacks in your room, unhealthy junk foods such as ramen noodles, Little Debbie cakes, and chips. Now you're probably asking yourself, well, what did you actually eat? Well, I guess I can tell you about my week and where these patterns of food started showing themselves. I woke up that Saturday at around noon and already found myself going to get some Pizza Hut. This is where the problem began to show itself, but it was so early in the log that I didn't think much of it. I step back now and think that pizza was actually my breakfast. What was I thinking? I coasted through the rest of the day eating my junk food for snacks, and then I made it to about dinner time. What now? I went out to eat with my friends to McDonald's. More fast food. This pattern continued into the midweek, and one night I glanced back on my log. I really began looking at how much I'd visited the student center and at what I was eating. I usually eat around 5 meals a day, so you must imagine how I felt. I was consuming 600 to 700 calories per meal, and they weren't good meals. After my little resolution, I began visiting the Christian cafeteria more because they tend to have a larger amount of healthier food choices. I made this decision more so because my log made me feel very self-conscious. I care about my body a lot, and I strive to stay in shape by exercising every other day. I play sports and played them throughout high school, and this log just made me feel horrible. Then came the last day of logging, and boy was I happy. I took a look back and recognized the patterns that had gone on during the week with my eating, and admired the changes I had made in my routine. I also took the chance during the day to go get groceries so I could cook healthier foods in my dorm, in my microwave, and also try out the convenient little kitchen we have downstairs. Now I guess you can say convenience isn't so bad. Just take the time out of your day and think about your own health, make the right food choices, and enjoy yourself. No one has to strive to be in perfect health, just make sure you get the right balance. If you're going to eat out for lunch, make yourself something good for dinner.